In this video, we will explain how to set the conveyor calibration for the system using Yamaha SCARA and Vision System RCXiVY2 Plus with a tracking option. This video assumes the following equipment configuration: SCARA, downward view camera, belt conveyor with encoder, robot controller RCX340 with tracking option, Vision System RCXiVY2 Plus, support software RCX Studio 2020 and RCXiVY2 Plus Studio. Conveyor calibration is work of matching the conveyor position and robot coordinates. This will allow system to convert the points on the conveyor to robot coordinates. When the conveyor moves, the robot coordinates value will change corresponding to the conveyor encoder counter increment or decrement. Since the positional relation between camera, robot, and conveyor is a critical factor in calibration, please perform the calibration work when the RCXiVY2 Plus system is used for the first time or when the positional relation between camera, robot, and conveyor changes. A calibration tool is required to perform the calibration work. Please prepare a tool that is easy to recognize the position of the tip and can be attached to the robot R-axis. Install a calibration tool so that the tip matches with the center of rotation of the robot R-axis. If the tip of the calibration tool is offset from the robot R-axis rotation center position, users need to create a hand definition. Please refer to the video Hand Definition for details of hand definition. When performing calibration, fiduciary marks are required. Please refer to the video RCXiVY2 Plus Calibration of the Downward View Camera for details of fiduciary mark. In this part, we will explain the calibration procedure using the wizard. Follow the messages on the wizard to perform and complete the conveyor calibration and camera calibration. Switch RCXiVY2 Plus Studio to monitor mode before starting the wizard. Once the calibration is complete, the robot movement range for tracking on the conveyor will be determined. We recommend to put marks on the approximate upstream position and downstream position beforehand. Upstream position and downstream position can be adjusted after the calibration acquisition. Double-click Conveyor Calibration in the window tree of RCX Studio 2020. Click Wizard in the Conveyor Calibration window. Select Connect a Camera and click Next. Select Conveyor Number and click Next. Select the robot number, then click Next. Select the camera calibration number, camera channel, and camera direction, and then click Next. When the fiduciary mark is detected, Detected is displayed. When both two fiduciary marks are detected, click Next. Once the mark is detected, please make sure that the fiduciary mark does not shift on the conveyor until the calibration work is completed. If the fiduciary mark cannot be detected, review the fiduciary mark settings from RCXiVY2 Plus Studio. Move and stop the conveyor until the fiduciary marks are in the upstream position, then click Next. Move the tip of the calibration tool to the detection position of the fiduciary mark 0. Please make sure the control right is on the correct side when performing the jog operation. Click Teach or Next. Move the tip of the calibration tool to the detection position of the fiduciary mark 1. Click Teach or Next. Move and stop the conveyor until the fiduciary marks are in the downstream position. Then click Next. Move the tip of the calibration tool to the detection position of the fiduciary mark 0. Click Teach or Next. Click Next to finish the calibration for robot 1. Select Calculate and click Next. The calibration calculation result is displayed. When a user clicks Finish, a save confirmation message will be displayed. Click Yes. Users can check calibration data on the camera calibration window and conveyor calibration window. XY of the conveyor calibration data is the position on the robot coordinates when the fiduciary mark is in the upstream position when the calibration is executed. R is the angle at which the conveyor flow direction is set with respect to the X direction of the robot coordinates. The downstream position is the distance from the position when the fiduciary mark was at the upstream position when the calibration was executed to the downstream position. The camera angle in the camera calibration data is the angle at which the X direction of the camera coordinates is set with respect to the X direction of the robot coordinates. Parameter 1 and 2 are the camera installation position, X, Y, on the robot coordinates. That is all the explanation of the conveyor calibration.